Okay, so I'm back. This is my hot day hairdo. So just kind of like ignore all these fuzzies that I get. I posted, it was actually, I guess, a text today on YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube for quite a while. Had a lot going on. Good things, like just busy, with life. Busy trying to figure this thing out, this thing that I call healing. One of the things that I just did is, well, let me back up. Last March, I went out to a BYU seminar in Provo, Utah, and it was on grief and healing. It was the first time they'd ever put on any kind of seminar like that. And I'm going to drag my old blue chair over here that's not blue. They were very surprised about the attendance that they had. They had over 500 people sign up, and they were a little bit overwhelmed. They did a fantastic job. Like, the speakers were all fabulous. The food was outstanding. They just treat you amazing. It is, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints affiliated. And so I would say the majority of the speakers had that affiliation. But it's more, their talks were more like an affiliation with God and Jesus Christ. Not so much an affiliation with the church itself. So I feel like that everyone that was there, whatever denomination they were, hopefully felt comfortable. Because I'm sure there were, lots of people there that were not LDS. But anyway, it was a fantastic seminar. I took one of my best friends with me. We've been friends since we were in high school, which was a long time ago, and we've stayed very close. She has been so great about going on this journey with me, and so I asked her if she wanted to come along, and she did, and we had the best time. I'm so blessed to have her in my life. But coming away from that seminar, she made a statement to me. She said, those 2 days changed my life. And, she hasn't been through what I've been through as far as the death of a child, but she's been through divorce. She's witnessed addiction in her family, things that have been extremely difficult, and that's all trauma and grief, all of it. And so there was a lot of things that touched her also. And so after doing that, I just kept having this nagging feeling that I needed to try to recreate that in my community. And so I started planning it and putting it together. And I just kept praying about it, who do I need to come have speak at this seminar that would be impactful and that would help people to get on the path of healing. So I focus with my life coaching on the 4 different body areas that make us up, which is mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. So that's what I focused who I was going to have speak. I had them focus on. So I had a gal named Tiffany Jackson that spoke on nutrition and fitness for the physical part. Had a little gal named Corey Phillips that spoke on the mental side of ourselves. She had gone through a difficult divorce and has worked really hard at finding out who she really is and has done an amazing job. Tiffany also did amazing. I spoke on the emotional side, spoke about my daughter's death. It was pretty raw. I got into a lot of detail about her actual accident and what led up to it, and then the healing that is starting to come after that. And then I had a speaker that his name is Kendall Hacking, that had a near-death experience. He got really sick right before Easter. They ended up ambulancing him out of Vernal into Provo, and by the time he got to Provo, he actually went into cardiac arrest. And he did leave for a little while and came back. And so he talked about his near-death experience and what he saw basically in heaven. And he spoke about the first person he saw was Jesus Christ, and his experience going home and meeting his Savior, and that the only thing he felt was love and peace. And it was truly amazing. It has changed his life and his wife's life, and I'm sure a lot of people around him. He's an amazing, I call him a kid, but he's an amazing young man. So anyway, I thought what I would do is in the next video, because I had so many people ask me if we videoed my seminar, and it was just too long to like video the whole thing. By the way, my seminar turned out like it couldn't have turned out better. I truly was blessed. We served dinner. It was in we have a conference center here that has a room called the Paradise Room that is a beautiful, beautiful room with a beautiful balcony. And that's where we held it. They were so accommodating. We had people here in the community that were absolutely amazing. Shout out to Cookie, to Little Sweet Pea, to get grilled for the food, to many of the businesses here in our community that donated raffle gifts. So we had a raffle that went really well. I did some of my art pieces and raffled them off, and it was just a really amazing experience. And I really am hoping that I can either do it annually, or if I get because it was a lot of work. And shout out to my amazing daughter-in-law Maddie. She actually, I honestly could not have done this without her. She put the whole thing together as far as like event planner. She made notebooks, and Vernal Floral donated the floral pieces on the, shout out to Erin Hacking, on the tables. It was beautiful, and it was spiritual, and it was healing. It was exactly what I was trying to achieve. So anyway, back to my point. I really think, or I am going to, I'm going to read you my talk. I won't on this video. I'll do it on another one. It's quite emotional. Hopefully I can get through it without a lot of tears. The truth of it is it took me a few days to recover. You kind of get on this path of healing, and it's not that you don't think about the tragedy, because it never goes away. It's like, it used to be like every morning when I woke up, it was like the first thing that came into my head. And I can honestly say now that like that's getting better. It's not just right there in like my frontal lobe all the time. It never goes away, and everything I do is kind of tinged with Whitney being gone, with me missing her with the accident itself. I mean, so many things. I can actually feel joy now. I can actually feel happy, but it's always tinged with this little bit of sadness. And the only way I can explain it is like if I were a cloud and there was this lining around me, that would be the lining. Like that would be the gold lining, is my daughter. And that's okay, because that's who she is in my life. She is my gold lining. And so it's okay that, that I'm sad. It's okay. The important thing is I'm learning to be happy and learning to find joy again. I'm going to get a new grandbaby, a little boy, any day now. So we're really excited about that. And then we get to see Whitney's daughter, Renner, and her dad, and his fiance, and that's all good. It's great. And my son Jeremy, who I adore, lives close by, and they have their little girl, Blake Whitney, and I watch her 2 days a week, and we're very, very close. And so life is good. I've got a good husband. He's a good man. He's a good partner, and he's there for me when I need him, and I'm there for him. So anyway, life goes on, it does, and life is good. Life is amazing. It's a wonderful experience. We fought to come here. We fought to experience everything that we are experiencing, because there was no other way to do it than to be mortal. And my beliefs is this is just a progression in the eternities. And although sometimes life can feel very long when you're going through tragedies, it's really extremely short, and it won't be long until we are in the same place as our loved ones that have passed before us, and then we will just keep living. And that's the whole beautiful part about God's plan. And he must really love us to have come up with such a beautiful plan. So I won't stay on here too much longer. I've been on here 13 minutes just rambling. So I will get on the next time. I will read you my talk, and I'm going to try to be a little more present on YouTube so that I can get to know you better and you can get to know me. By the way, I am a certified wholeness and wellness life coach with an emphasis in grief and trauma. I would love to be your life coach. I have many clients, and I get good feedback about helping them. I love what I do. I love the life coaching part. I love helping people. I love seeing progress in them and myself. I'm an artist. I just came up with a line of sweatshirts that I'm doing. In fact, I'll show you that on one of my videos, but I'm calling the line Seek, S-E-E-K, and the sweatshirts have scriptures on them. The last one I did was Be Still is on the front of the sweatshirt, and on the back of it is and know that I am God in Psalms. So they sell for $60 each. If you're interested, I'll ship them wherever you want them to be shipped. I Venmo. I would love to have you have one of my sweatshirts. They're hoodies, by the way. So anyway, I'll close up for now. And it was nice to talk to everybody. Thanks. Bye-bye.